March 11th marks the 3-year anniversary of the original Titanfall. To celebrate, I am doing a several-hour-long live stream playing Titanfall 1 starting at 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST, and 7 p.m. GMT over at twitch.tv/JerDude, once again starting this Saturday the 11th.
Hello there everybody, my name is JerDude. Get that kid's mug off of my face. Dude, no offense, but you look like 13. What's with the pink, bro? Man, you gotta grow a beard, please. So already that's about half the comment section, but hi everybody, my name is JerDude, as I said I think already, today here to react to some old Titanfall 1 videos. We are very close, just under a week away now from the 3-year anniversary of the original Titanfall, and I thought, well, let's watch some videos from around the release time, just kind of on the release day is one of the videos, as well as shortly after, so that's what we're doing today. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, I have some new channel artwork, some new branding. I'm very excited about it. I think it looks fantastic. I'm working on some merch that's going to incorporate some of these characters, and it's looking like the merch is looking fantastic. I'm just so excited for this. And anyways, with that said though, let's start with the first video called Welcome to Titanfall Tactics and News. That was my tagline. And this is the kind of channel trailer I had for a while. And yeah, uploaded on the release day of the original Titanfall. Let's get right to it.
Hello there, my name is JerDude, also known as Jeremy, and I create YouTube gaming internet videos, specifically about the game Titanfall. So if you're interested in Titanfall news, speculation, or leaks about the game, as well as any sort of tips, tricks, or tactics, we're talking about gun breakdowns, best class setups, best map routes, anything to do with the game Titanfall, so you can get more knowledgeable about it is here on the the If you're interested in Titanfall, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, as it does mean a lot to me. I personally have the dream of entering the entertainment business one day, and I figure I'd start here on YouTube.
That's true.
For me, is one of the biggest things in my life, and I absolutely love doing it so much, and hopefully you will join the team today. So thanks so much for watching.
Join the team.
I'll see you then.
Probably the only time I ever said that. There's a classic goodbye outro. Alright, that wasn't like too cringy or anything. I think by this point my videos weren't necessarily cringy, it's just that, I don't know if they ever were, like I've always had this kind of, I've always had the same personality with weird jokes and such. But yeah, I did definitely sound like I was short of breath there. But anyways, next is called My Rank is Reset to Level 1, and Rage Mode Engaged. Got 2,000 views, 39 likes including myself. Didn't really seem like people used to rate back in the day, and 8 dislikes. Oh, and I suppose I should give some backstory to this. So there was a bit of an issue one day where a lot of people's ranks were just completely reset to level 1. In the video I'm going to say that I just hit level 50. That's not quite true. I think I was only like level 46 at the time. But anyways, regardless, I was very close to regenning. I was planning to make a video, my first time to show myself when I was regenning, but then everyone's rank was reset. So that's just kind of the backstory of this. Let's get into it. Oh, there's that classic intro. Love that artwork. Made by my friend Kev. Do it.
Hello there, everybody. My name is JerDude. Once again, bringing you guys another Titanfall audio commentary. I'm going to hit 2nd generation live here in this video for you guys. Figured you'd like to see what it's like to finally hit the next generation. So let's go into it right now. Hitting that play button.
Okay, hold on real quick. So I forgot about this too. I used to have this this kind of logo on all my videos, but I always had this at the bottom here. It's I guess I did a bad job photoshopping, and this just was always here. It always was there in every video. I'm sure the other videos that have, I might have missed it in my channel trailer video, but yeah, I somehow didn't notice that. I'm not too observant of smaller details, but anyways, let's...
And, well, I just hit level 50. I'm so excited. I spent a little over 10 hours now playing this game, and, so excited. As you guys, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, we're now level 50. What? We're level 1? What the fun? I just played like an hour ago. I was level 50.
This reaction was not genuine. Well, I mean...
Are you kidding me?
I knew about this already.
Are you kidding me? We're level 1? I spent like 11 hours playing this game so far, and I was excited to regen for the video. What do you mean we're level 1? I've spent so much time on this video, and now we are not. What are you talking about? Here. Let's wait. Go back. We're still level 1. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know how much time I put into this? You know how much time I put into playing this game so far? What do you mean
There
we're
are
level
boxes
1?
around. I used to have a bunch of boxes in my bedroom.
What? Okay, no, this can't be right. Here.
Actually, I was in a
guys, give
basement
me
at
one
the
quick
time.
second. Oh, I knocked the batteries out of my controller. So what if put the batteries back in? Wait a second. Let's open this game. I haven't opened this game in a really long time.
Call of Duty. Gross.
Yeah, this game kind of sucks. Let's go back to the other one.
Kind of. It's awful.
Okay. I'm obviously not reset to level 1. I mean, I've put tons of time into this game so far, and it's, yeah, I don't care about updating. No.
I was so glad that Titanfall came out because I hated Call of Duty Ghosts, and Call of Duty was my, like, most played FPS at the time. So I really got into Battlefield 4 as well, because that came out around the same time.
I mean, okay, yeah, whatever. Come on, I want to skip this. I know evil EA is doing this game. Whatever. Respawn Entertainment.
Evil
yeah, that's a great
EA.
company.
Good thing they didn't see that today, otherwise I would never be invited to anything.
Okay, just load back up. Why are we level 1? Why in the
Great
world?
acting skills.
What the heck?
I was raged. I was real ticked. Oh, wait, well, hold on. We gotta play that back. Listen to this sound. That's supposed to be me breaking glass. I added that in post while I was editing the video.
We're level 1, guys.
Oh, hold on. Listen to this sound. That was, I believe, my, like, sister or something. It it's definitely one of my sisters kind of screaming or something. It sounds, like, so fake, but we're gonna listen to it one more time.
We're level 1, guys. What is happening? I was actually about to hit 2nd generation, and now we're level 1. What is that? I don't cheat. Is there even a way to cheat on the Xbox One? I'm not a PC player. I have no mods or none of that. I don't know anything about the PC, but why? Why? I've put so much time into this. My channel is all about Titanfall. I had a ton of things I want to show you guys. EA support, here I come.
That wasn't quite as good as I remembered it, but that was alright. Oh, we gotta react to this one later. We're not gonna do this one today, but this is another classic one as well. So this next video is called Titanfall. Is Titanfall dying? Titanfall gameplay. I don't know about that title. There's definitely too many Titanfalls in the title, but it was uploaded on March 30th, so only, well, not even 3 weeks after the release of the game. We were already asking this question in the community, and I'm really interested to see what I'm going to say. Rating 79 likes, 10 dislikes. I guess we got some controversy up in here.
Hello there, everybody. My name's JerDude, back again, bringing you guys another Titanfall audio commentary. If you're brand new to the channel, and if you've never seen any of my videos, please be sure to...
Okay, so I talked really fast also at the time, and I kept telling myself I'm getting better. And I think maybe I did get slower as the Titanfall release cycle continued, but even in my earlier videos, though, I did not speak fast, but for some reason, maybe from the end of 2013 until towards the end of 2014, I talked really fast. So all of my old Titanfall videos, I'm speaking at a very rapid pace.
We're talking about tips, tricks, tactics, as
This is
well
not
as
too bad.
news,
There are definitely
best
some
class
fast
setups,
ones.
and even more. But with that being said, let's get into this topic. Titanfall is dead. Titanfall is dying. Well, I don't agree with either of those statements. I think Titanfall is going to be lasting for quite some time. The only thing I think they really need to add into Titanfall is to add, well, in order to increase its longevity for Titanfall, I think we definitely need to see new guns as well as new maps. And now, why am I bringing this question up? Well, I'm just being observant and going throughout the game community. I've noticed that overall as a whole, Titanfall has been a less posted game daily. I mean, people aren't posting as many Titanfall videos as they were. A couple of different podcasts, they brought up that Titanfall is dead already, and I don't think Titanfall is dead by any means. I just think that they need to add more content into Titanfall in order to make the game last. I don't know. Why am I making this video? Maybe the whole hype train was maybe a little bit overdone. I do think that they definitely delivered a fantastic game. Well, I mean, the gameplay is amazing. The whole...
Okay, hold on. So, I'm going to interject into this conversation. The hype train for the original Titanfall was absolutely massive. It seemed like EA was sponsoring every big Call of Duty YouTuber, which at the time was still a very large portion of the gaming community, and the game was everywhere. It was #1 on Twitch. I believe it was because of League of Legends tournament. I was having some technical issues for like half an hour, but at one point, Titanfall was the biggest game on Twitch, and there was just so much excitement about it to be the new Call of Duty killer, and it was an absolutely incredible game. I think the hype was warranted. It's just that there wasn't enough content, and I still believe that to this day. Just there wasn't enough to do after you hit level 50, even regenning. You literally got nothing. Unlike a Titanfall 2 where you at least get some camos and such, You got nothing in the original Titanfall. At least I believe nothing. And anyways, we're gonna continue on to see what I was talking about at the time.
I think that what they need to add in Titanfall is new weapons and new game modes. They've already confirmed new game modes. We don't know about weapons. I think they'd be very foolish not to add new weapons, as I believe there's only 11 primaries. This is a good starting platform. I'm sure Titanfall 2 will expand on this even more. And as the Titanfall games progress, I'm really hoping that Titanfall will be a long-standing franchise. I don't see it going down anytime soon. Titanfall's not going anywhere. At least I really hope so. And I do think the FPS scene is maybe starting to evolve a little bit, starting to change.
Really I
don't think the FPS genre as a whole is as strong as it was maybe 2 years ago, but I don't think it's gotten weaker. I just think maybe we're at a bit of a plateau in first-person shooters right now. I mean, Ghosts, I don't like to bring up Call of Duty, but Ghosts sold less than the previous Call of Duty, which was obviously Black Ops 2, and Battlefield 4 had a super rocky launch. Titanfall's had a fantastic launch, but I don't know if those other two games have put a dent on the first-person scene, or if the first-person genre is starting to die out and people are starting to get bored of those games.
I don't know with that argument, because the sales of FPS games are still very fantastic as a whole. I mean, Overwatch, I believe, just passed 25 million sales. Battlefield 1 is doing fantastic. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the worst ever. That's because it's a bad game. But I don't think it's a genre issue. And even with Titanfall 1, this game sold over 10 million copies. So I don't know about this argument here, or this point I'm trying to bring up. Anyways.
And maybe new games like Destiny, which is a variant of a first-person shooter, but it's also an MMO. I don't know. I think Destiny is going to definitely change the whole shooter scene. I know it's not technically, well, it's not a competitive first-person shooter like Call of Duty, Battlefield, or Titanfall is, but I do definitely think that the first-person scene is changing. So I have a ton of confidence in the guys who made the biggest first-person shooter franchise and one of the biggest video game franchises of all time, Call of Duty, and they are now obviously making Titanfall. So I do think that Titanfall does have a ton of potential, and I'm super excited to see where the game's going to go. As well as DLC, I think will definitely help out with this game overall. But
also, the DLC was another big issue if you weren't around at the time, and you just got into Titanfall with Titanfall 2, with the original game, because the population did really drop off, even by this point. So for the first game, they had a season pass, and they released 3 paid DLCs, but the problem was just not enough people bought them. The community was very segregated, because with matchmaking, if you had one DLC pack but not another, you wouldn't be able to play with someone else, or even if you just had the DLC and someone else didn't, you literally couldn't play together. So that was a massive issue. Well, you could turn off the DLC to only play on non-DLC maps if you wanted to play with a friend, for example, but it segmented the playing population a whole lot. Obviously, with Titanfall 2, they're doing free DLC because they don't want to repeat that mistake. Now let's go to the next video called It Is Living, Not Dying. So I made like a follow-up video because I thought I was getting a lot of hate on the last video, even though it was only 10 dislikes. That's absolutely nothing today, but yeah, we're gonna check this out, just see what the follow-up is. This is about a week later. Let's listen to what I have to say.
So this video here, guys, is talking about a commentary that I made a little over a week ago called "Is Titanfall Dying?" And I'm not sure if people got the wrong impression from that video, but essentially in that video, what I said is no, Titanfall is not dying. And people got angry. I was like, what? Why are there dislikes on this? I mean, there were way more people that did agree with me, and they're like, yeah, I'll give you a like. But there's still a fair amount of dislikes, and I was like, why are people disliking this video? Well, to clarify quickly, yes, I don't think Titanfall is dying, and I'm going to map out a few different points that I have here. I'm going to go into a little more detail than I did in that video. So obviously there's still a few select of us who post a lot of Titanfall videos. My channel is completely Titanfall, and there's a few other guys that are around my size, or well, not even my size, but just other Titanfall commentators. But I think just because we shouldn't judge Titanfall as a success on its first game. I mean, think about it. Was Battlefield 1942 a massive game? No. Well, don't get me wrong. I don't want to get anyone angry, but think about how big the community for Battlefield 1942 was compared to Battlefield 4. Obviously, Battlefield 4 is a whole lot bigger.
Actually, I don't have a clue what the size was. I probably didn't do any research. 2.5 million? Well, I mean, that is pretty good, actually. Still not anywhere near the size of Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4.
Over time, it gains a following, the Battlefield franchise, and same with Call of Duty. The first COD compared to where it is now, I mean, everyone knows what Call of Duty is. Call of Duty is absolutely massive. And I think that as Titanfall will progress as a series and get more installments in the future, more sequels, I think that Titanfall will start to build a stronger following and a stronger community. But just because it might not be the biggest right now doesn't mean that it's a flop. I mean, Titanfall has sold a lot of copies. It is without a doubt one of the funnest multiplayer shooters, and it runs fantastically smooth. It's got brand new game mechanics. I mean, while I wouldn't say it's a revolutionary game, quote unquote, I think that it brings something new to the
Hold on, yeah, it was. Looking back on it, it was the first 3D movement game, which, with this argument, you gotta keep in mind that, of course, with games like Destiny, which also had 3D movement, as well as Advanced Warfare, the Call of Duty title of that year in 2014, Later in the year, they had 3D movement. Obviously, they were far into development, but then at the same time, maybe they just got insider info from Respawn that they were going to take this new direction of 3D movement. But I still think that Titanfall is original and is going to have some sort of effect on the industry as a whole. I mean, well, even with Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare of Call of Duty, they took wall running, which is not 100% original, but they'd never done it before, and they did it after Titanfall. So I think Titanfall definitely did change some things with how shooters work.
Well, it combines gameplay elements from various games we all love. It's in some way feels like Call of Duty, but it has mixtures from other games, and it's a really good game. It's a ton of fun. But I think that as we do get more sequels, people will start to follow Titanfall, and then in the future, I mean, this is just setting the base for Titanfall. This is the very first installment. Respawn has obviously been working on this for the last 4 years. This has been their baby. They've been working on it for 4 years. I mean, it's something that they put all their heart into. These are the guys who made the biggest FPS game ever, Call of Duty. These are the guys who brought that to life, and I think that they could do with Titanfall. And another thing that I think that people were expecting Titanfall to be was a Call of Duty killer, and that's why there was such a huge hype train behind Titanfall. People were like, yeah, this is going to end the Call of Duty reign. And well, I was never really on that side of the mind thinking. I think that as Titanfall does progress, it will become more popular, and maybe it can beat down Call of Duty, quote unquote, in sometime in the future. But anyways, guys, don't get me wrong, Titanfall by no means is not dying. I heard that there has been there's been some server issues, especially on the PC side of things as far as joining matches, but there's still people playing the game in Titanfall. I don't see it dying anytime soon. Definitely make the game more interesting to have more customization options. But overall, guys, this was yet another commentary. Titanfall's living. That's all that this video here is about. I want to get that across, just saying that Titanfall needs time to mature and progress as a series, as we get more installments. Titanfall's not dying, okay? Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.
Look at this professional outro. A text? But the question, I guess, is, was Titanfall dying, actually? The population did go down a whole lot very fast into, like, the thousands, even on console. I mean, the numbers are still at least in the 5 digits pretty often on the consoles. And I guess I'll just say that with Titanfall 2, while it didn't sell near as much as the original did, but there's still a population playing, and there always was with the first game, but it's definitely bigger in terms of just the actual number, and there's more longevity with the second game, which is fantastic, of course. I just sure hope we still see a Titanfall 3. I don't know what Respawn is going to have to do, as well as EA, to actually make sure a bigger population plays the game. Definitely not releasing it alongside other big FPS games in the genre, such as Battlefield and Call of Duty, literally the worst time ever to release right in between them, as well as having a bigger marketing campaign. And I really think there should be more of an incentive for regenning. I really didn't do it in this game. I'm starting to do it a little bit, but just getting camos for the most part, I don't think is a big enough incentive for regenning and to keep playing. I just still think there are some improvements that could be made to Titanfall 3. But Titanfall 2 is definitely a lot more accessible. You don't have to be quite as good, but at the same time, the game really rewards skilled players, which is another reason why I love the game. But this video kind of turned into more of a discussion than I had planned, but that's always fine. I really enjoyed doing this. I have well over 2,000 videos. I've created a few channels. I've had JerDude the entire time, but along the way I did do a few side projects, I guess. And there's a lot of content to react to. I think the next time we do one of these reaction videos, which I want to maybe do these once every couple weeks or so, I want to react to some even older videos, because I have been doing this for 5 years. And yeah, I watch some other stuff besides just Titanfall videos, but that's everything for this. My name is Jeremy. My name is JerDude. You've seen my face now, if you haven't already, and I'm going to go leave. Have yourself a fantastic day, and goodbye.